get a few more people and then we'll go ahead and kick it off because we have a lot of stuff to cover today. So we want to give Tommy a good 45 minutes to talk.
Oh boy.
I'm just joking.
It won't
Tommy's
be that
like,
long, guy.
I know, I'm just joking. That's a speaker's worst nightmare. Hey, we doubled your time. See if you can fill it, you know.
Man, David Lillard, you just lost the way to the barbershop, didn't you? Look at the man. I tell you, that's nice. If I had hair like that, I'd try to pull that off.
If you've got it.
Whoa.
Issue for Halloween.
Need help, honey?
But before we start, just as a general announcement to everybody, we're going to use this same Zoom meeting for our board meeting directly after. So, you know, people are welcome to stay if they want to listen in. You know, if you're, I will mute everybody at some point though, so it's not, there won't be any after the immediate meeting conversation. So just for everybody's awareness. All right, Mike, you want to start us off with our invocation?
Yep. Would you pray with me? Our Father, we are so very grateful for these days, as challenging as they are, while we're all dealing with such odd, puzzling, unprecedented, difficult, and sad times. We're ever humbled by your watch care over us. Father, there are so many emotions related to the intrusion of death, the disruption of our work life, Rotary life, and all activities that we certainly have taken for granted prior to this awful pandemic. As Rotarians, we should continue to be community, district, and global servant leaders as we find opportunities to serve others. And now, Father, we pause to consider and lift up our district governor, Tommy Rosser, and his family. District Governor Tommy has honorably reflected your compassion, empathy, and sympathy for all Rotarians and our families during these difficult times. We celebrate he has put service to our health, well-being, and safety above self. Thank you so much, Father, for being with us during these days. Guard us, guide us, protect us, provide for us as you only can. This is our hope and prayer. Amen. Stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
to the
flag
flag
of the United States of America,
and to the
to the
republic
republic for which
for which it
it stands,
stands, one
one
nation,
nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for our four-way test of the things we think, say, and do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all
concern?
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Better friendships.
Will it be
Will
beneficial
be
to all
beneficial
concerned?
to all concerned? Thank you, Mike. So just for everybody's awareness, to get our meeting started, I'm going to mute all. Remember to unmute yourself when you start talking. Okay, and is Rick Martin on there? Rick, you with us? All right, I don't see him, so I guess we get a reprieve. Nobody got older, and I hope you didn't have an anniversary. Before we get started, I wanted to make a quick announcement about our satellite meeting. So we met Monday at Cafe Pasta and inducted 14 new members into our satellite club. So that was huge. I don't know if we've had an induction that large since the club was founded. So it was kind of neat to do that. We had our past president, Walt, was there. Lisa Simpson was there. Mark Littrell was there, and Chip Persons and Gigi. And we had a 25 people exactly. I counted just to see if we were legit. So the 25th person was the Greensboro police chief, Brian James, and he spoke to that group. He did a great job. So it was a really good speaker, really neat meeting. I gave Charlotte a bell and a little hammer, and we gave her a little flag, our Rotary Opens Opportunity flag. So they all have name badges. They all have red name badges. So that group is legit. So it was really cool to do that. They have a new applicant already. So that's number 15. So, you know, Chris, Walt, Dan, Mark, Chip Person, all of you guys who worked so hard on this, it's coming to fruition, and it was a good job by all. All right, I'm going to ask Mike Allen to start us off here on our football pool. You with us, Mike?
I am. How are you all doing this morning?
Really well.
Good. Well, you know, sometimes we forget just about how entrenched certain institutions are. And sometimes we need a new member to kind of help us to realize that. And of course, I'm talking about the football pool, what it has meant for Rotary since Paul Harris formed the first club and started Rotary. Back when, you know, Red Grange and Bronco Nagurski and other greats have provided entertainment really solely for the benefit of Rotary clubs. In an email last week, Eric Durham really helped bring that home for me. And if you can indulge me for just a minute, I want to kind of read this very quickly. He sent me an email, and after I got the one out, and he said, "Hey, Mike," and he showed the perfect blend of skepticism and enthusiasm. "Hey, Mike, hope all is well. Got your email, but I'm definitely a rookie here. What's the deal with the football pool? Bragging rights only? Question mark. Great idea! Exclamation point." And I said back, you know, with a text, with an email that my kids would say is emblematic of my text, which, you know, has punctuation and therefore is really bad. "Hi, Eric. The winner usually gets a small prize, like a coffee cup or a hat. Usually it is company-related bling donated by other members. I encourage you to submit an entry. Thanks, and best regards, Mike." Anyway, so Eric went ahead and he joined the, you know, he had put in an entry, and unfortunately he didn't win, but I want to say I appreciate him raising the issue of, you know, sometimes people don't know just how important the football pool is. And I used that to encourage all of you to play next week. We only had about 11 or 12 entries. So it was really kind of tough. And I also want to shout out to Tony Humeyer, who displayed, if not skill in picking the football, you know, picking the winning teams, a great amount of confidence that he would win. And he wasn't more than a couple off, but we got down on the losing side. The winning loser this week with only 15 right of, I think we had about 75 games. I don't know. Was Buster Lewis. Congratulations, Buster, for your losing effort. And then on the winning side, it was really tight. We had 2 with 21. We had, let's see, 2 with 20. Our fearless president Guy and also Eric Durham, a rookie coming through well. But the 2 that had 21 were Richard Needham and Matthew Foster. And I think I saw Matthew, who's also known as Dan Quinn's moral advisor, if I saw that right. Is that right? Because of the tiebreaker, Richard did not prevail. It was Matthew with 21, and doing less worse in the tiebreaker. They both picked Dallas, and they were both way off on points. But actually, Matthew was very close on points. He had the points nailed down, just the wrong team. So Matthew, you're our first winner of the year. Buster, you're the first loser of the year. I'll keep track of these, and hopefully we'll get some good prizes, the company bling and other valuable prizes that will make Eric Durham happy if he ever wins. I will be sending out this week's pool later today. The deadline for getting them back is tomorrow at midnight. And if anyone complains, hey, that's not enough time to respond to an email, remember that when we met in person, you only had the length of the meeting to do it. So there's no excuse. Send it on back. Thanks. Great week.
Hey, Mike,
Thank you,
some
Mike.
of us are not getting those emails. I know
Right,
that
so-
Tom Richardson is one, and myself, I didn't get it either. So,
Mike, no offense, but that was intentional. No.
oh, okay.
I will.
All right.
What I will do is I'm going to send it through. What I did was I sent it through the Google Rotary group, and then I will also, Guy, if I can do this to you again, can I email it to Guy and let Guy? Will you send it on to the club?
Yeah, I'll send it through Pmail.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Mike,
I'll try
I
to-
just want to make sure you're going to give out candy. Walton, I need you drumming up business for us. Times are tough, right? So
That's an
make
excellent
sure-
idea. Either
make-
that or
make
what
sure
I'll
you're-
do is I will let everyone drink from our hummingbird feeders, if that will work. So,
All right, thank you, Mike.
yep.
So that was a perfect lead in to our service chair giving his announcement, since he's our football pool winner, Matthew. I'm sorry, Dan Quinn's moral advisor.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Do you have an announcement about our upcoming service project, Matthew?
It occurred to me in my email that I sent to the club yesterday that I'm so used to us doing things quickly and efficiently, like the past 5 years we've done the roof in one weekend. As in the email, I never thought to have volunteers for the second weekend. So I appreciate people that signed up for that. That was great. But, I'm speaking about the project rebuild, the 2nd and 3rd of October and the following weekend. We'd love to have more, but I think we will have enough to get the project done. And I'll probably have to work a little harder than I'm used to, but that's okay. I could use the calorie burning. Other than that, send me an email. If you still haven't done a t-shirt size, today is the cutoff. Let me know. Everybody that sent me t-shirt sizes, I've gotten them. I think actually the only person I don't have them from is Buster and Bobby. So if you guys want a t-shirt, let me know. Otherwise, we're doing good. Thank you, Dr. Rabondo.
Thank you, Matthew. So we also have a service project with our satellite club, and it's actually the same weekend. So they're doing a project with Out of the Garden. I'm going to ask Charlotte if she can send me that information. I'll disseminate it to the whole club. So if you don't want to get on a roof, you don't want to do manual labor, and would instead rather go do an alternate service project, we have 2 the same weekend. So, and Matthew, I didn't realize that might have created some of the sign up conflict from our
didn't get the
satellite
posting.
members.
The satellite club apologizes. We didn't get the posting to the entire club off to a good start. We should have. We apologize for having a project on top of a project, but Out of the Garden's going to appreciate our help. So anyway, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, Chip. Right now we're scattered. Once we come back together as a group and start meeting live, I think it'll solve a lot of those problems. And that is a good segue into our next thing, which is Pig Stock and our Polio Plus event. Chip, I don't see Rick here, so you want to make an announcement on that?
Yeah, we're working on locations. I'm still going to run the team and head it up. My house has temporarily become unavailable, so we're looking for another spot. I think we have a volunteer who's had similar events at her house. She just raised her hand, Gail Stansel, and we were over there last night. We talked about it, and I think it'll work well. She's had a large party at her house. They have a cul-de-sac out front, and I think that's going to work fantastically. So we're always open to other ideas, but right now I think it's going to be at Gail's. She's nodding acquiescence. So heaven help Gail.
Thank you, Gail. Did you guys pick a date so we can all put it in our calendars?
We don't have a date yet. Rick was gonna pick a date, and so anyway, I know this. Pig stock is November the 7th, and we'll have a practice run sometime in mid-October. I'm thinking possibly the 24th, but we'll just have to see. So I apologize for not having a date. Rick is co-chef here, and he was the one with the time sensitivity. So I had location sensitivity, he had time sensitivity, and we'll get that nailed down. I'll chase him down today and try and get it out to the club via email. How about that?
That works great. And I think Gail, if she's going to host this, probably should be number one on who picks the date. So,
Well, yeah, well, that's very true. What do you think, Gail?
you're muted, Gail.
Okay.
Hey, Gail.
Hello. I thought it was, what was November 7th? That's pig stuff.
That's pig stock.
That's actual pig stock, yes.
So the other dates are for the trial runs?
Yes. Which is the world's greatest meal, mid-October sometime. But really up to your schedule, as Guy says.
Yeah,
I think right now, just throw me what works better for you and because right now I think I could be really flexible in the next few months. So
yeah, just for the whole club's awareness, that's our Polio Plus fundraiser / World's Greatest Meal. So we're going to have a fundraiser at your house, Gail, and everybody that comes, we pass the hat around and we ask them to contribute approximately 20 on up, and we take those funds and we contribute it through our foundation.
That's the low ball amount, by the way.
Yes, we want more than that.
Yes, you do.
somebody say 50.
We take checks.
We take checks. Children, puppies.
So as soon as you guys can pick a date, let us all know and we'll plan to be there. All right.
Well,
thank you, Chip and Gail and Mike.
Yeah.
So we have a big event here. This is the culmination of our fundraiser, which was supposed to happen in May, of course got delayed. And for Lori and Tommy's awareness, we just continued with our raffle, and we had everybody sell tickets for our raffle, which our prizes were all donated and we had. So Lisa's gonna finish off our fundraiser by drawing those raffle winners. You with us, Lisa?
I am. And actually, just to be fair to everyone, maybe Lori, maybe you can pick the numbers. So we have 6 big raffle prizes, and I'd like to just thank Kelly, Ralph, Gia's, Tony, because these are great packages that most of them were donated by our club members. So the first one is for the Grandover Resort Grand Getaway Package, and it includes a one-night stay for 4, your choice of golf or spa, dinner, and breakfast. And so if you will pick a number between 561 and 1558, I will try to look quickly through my spreadsheet and find the winner.
I will choose 738.
738 is Dale Harold. Got it. Is he on?
Must be present to win.
That's not true. Not true.
Okay, so the second one is for an O. Henry Hotel Greensboro Classic package. Includes a one-night stay in a king room, turn-down service paired with truffles, wine, and a breakfast buffet.
Same numbers?
Same series.
Okay. 562.
That would be one of Guy's raffle that he sold to Jennifer Rich.
That is my assistant that I work with all day, every day. She's going to be really
that's
excited.
awesome. Awesome.
It will help me to sell lots of raffle tickets next year.
Great. Maybe she'll take your some of your other ones. The third one is for the Proximity Hotel Sustainable Getaway Package and includes a one-night stay in a king loft room, in-room massage from Needed Energy, turn-down service with truffles, wine, and candles.
901.
Let's see. That would be Rick Martin. Okay. And so the fourth one is an ultimate escape spa day experience for two, includes indulgent spa treatments and 2 hours of lifestyle management concierge services.
1021.
That is Steve Scott. Is he on?
Yeah, he's there.
Cool. The fifth one is,
I walked away from the screen. What did I miss?
you won the ultimate day spa package for two
Thank you.
with some concierge services.
Thank you. That's wonderful news.
So the fifth one is the one I would like to win, is the Carolina style oyster roast. And that's something that Ralph helps with. And it's for 50 guests with tried and true Southern tradition, must be located in Guilford County.
611.
That is Rob Midget. One of our members. And the sixth and final prize is the whiskey tasting at Gia's Restaurant and Bar. Private whiskey tasting for 10 paired with chef's choice of appetizers.
827.
Ooh, I don't know about this one. This is Chris Jackson.
Is he old enough to drink?
I don't think so.
He is.
I don't think so. Yeah, yes, he is. So for those that, just to tell you how I did this, I mean, I assigned lots of club members were sponsors, and thank you for your sponsorships. We end up, I think, once we collect from the folks that we are billing in the club through invoicing, right at $34,500. So that's great. And if you have not sponsored or sold tickets, expect to get an invoice from Dale Farlow in the next week or so. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Year has ended.
Great job. Great job.
Lisa, that was clearly the lowest expensed fundraiser ever.
I know we have absolutely no expenses because the deposit we put down at Starmount, they allowed us to transfer it to next year. So we've reserved Derby Day at Starmount in May if we can. So let's just all keep our fingers crossed we can have a Derby Day party in May.
Yeah, and I mean,
Tom Richardson.
Well, missing the party was a real bummer. You know, I'm proud of this group for managing to have a fundraiser and raise the funds. So that's going to allow our past presidents to do club grants. It's also going to allow us probably to finish funding our scholarship, which we can now award in your year, Lisa. So we'll probably award it beforehand, but we'll start giving out the funds for that scholarship. So we've got some people that can get started working on that. We've got our past presidents can get started working on those grants, and I will finish up our foundation budget as soon as I get that final number, which I guess you already gave me, and that'll allow us to move forward. So great job in a tough situation. And thank you for everybody that helped on that. All right, so we have time for some happy dollars. Buster, you want to go ahead and lead us off?
I thought you could push the space bar and do that. But happy dollars, baby. That's what I'm talking
Buster,
about.
I got a happy dollar.
Talk to me.
Okay, it showed on my phone today that we have 2 birthdays, and of course, Rick not being here is Gail Stansel and Bobby Christensen. His birthdays are today.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Are we going to torture him with singing?
Yeah.
What?
Like you get Robbie.
Unmute everybody.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bobby. Happy birthday to you.
All
All
right.
right.
Well done, folks.
Happy 39th, Gail.
Much appreciated. And it's my 40th, so I expect a big party.
Buster, I got a happy dollar. I got a couple.
Talk to me.
You betcha. I wanted to say thanks to everybody that came out to the golf tournament for COD on Friday, and congratulate Walt and Ralph's team for taking the money home. They did really well, and the sponsors in the club. For a little golf event with 32 golfers, we raised a little over $7,000. So it was a humongously successful day, and I'm greatly appreciative for everybody in the club that helped out. Also, Saturday, we launched Katie Quinn off to Scotland, so she is officially a resident of Scotland now.
Wow. Nice. Good job.
And some happy dollars to Dan for hosting the event. The golf tournament was great, and then I got to go golf with Tony, Chris, and Ben. Ben's joining the satellite club, so it was great to just get out and golf and spend some time with you guys.
Good deal. All right, let's have them, baby. And I do not understand how I could have been the loser. I mean, the Tar Heels won. I picked the Tar Heels to win.
Buster, that's the one that you got right. I was very proud of you.
I did pick the Panthers to win, so that was.
No. I've got the list here, and the numbers don't lie. It was really. You'll see in the email, you were solidly in last place. It wasn't really a contest. What's the reverse
Buster,
of lapping somebody?
I have a happy dollar.
All right, Judge.
Again, reference was made. It was just a great night for the Satellite Club and for our club on Monday night when we had the opportunity to induct formally the new membership and bring them along. And Chief James did a wonderful job too presenting, and we're lucky to have him as well. But it was a great privilege and pleasure to be included as part of that memorable evening, and great days ahead for the Satellite Club and for our club as well.
Good deal.
I have one. This is
Go ahead, Lisa.
really an announcement, but since I didn't get it on the agenda, I'll happy dollar for it. So there is a Women in Rotary event this Monday, and it's not, I guess if you are a man and want to join in, we're not excluding men. I sent out the link for you to share with your spouses, but I think this is being promoted by Summit Rotary. You can donate a gently used designer handbag or a new handbag at Schiffman's. You will get a ticket or a chance to win a nice watch. And that is Monday, I believe, at 5:30. And I sent the link out in email blast. So please, if you're interested, you do need to register through that link that I sent. So thank you. That's on behalf of Claudia Canaday. So Frank, you can tell Claudia we're promoting her event.
Very nice.
Hey, Buster, I have a couple happy dollars.
All right, Mark.
So, in speaking of the Satellite Club, I just want to give a happy dollar to Chip Person for all the effort. You know, it's been a big success, but it's going to do great things in the future. But it wouldn't be where it is today without the time and energy Chip's put into it. So,
Yeah.
applause to you, Chip. Secondly, I wanted to give a happy dollar to Chief James. He did a fantastic job. It was a very entertaining speech for those who were there, and I think he offered up some solutions to Rotary in general for how we could help these police forces do a better job and connect with communities. And I know Lisa has some ideas that she's probably going to carry forward with that going in the future. And then the third one is sort of a challenge. I'm hoping everyone on this call today will jump on, but I want to throw $1 into the David Lillard haircut fan club.
Man.
And hope everybody will join in.
That's impressive. That is an impressive head of hair. Very nice.
Buster, can I add that you just don't wake up looking like that? Wait, on second thought, you do. You do.
That's right. Oh, me. All righty. Well, having our esteemed district governor here today just reminded me of something that Grandpappy Lewis said. And, you know, I always think of the district governor job as like the best, worst job ever. It's just like 3 years of your whole life. And Grandpappy Lewis always used to tell me that by doing just a little bit every day, you can gradually let the job completely overwhelm you. So just enjoy your year, Tommy.
Thank you, Buster. And I noticed when you were telling that joke, Chris Justice's face got real blank.
Yeah.
So, Lori, I'm going to go. Lori is our area governor. So she's Area 5 governor with Ron. She's here representing our club, just so everybody know. Lori's going to go ahead and introduce Tommy.
Thank you, Guy. I'm excited to introduce Tommy Rosser to you. Tommy grew up in Broadway, North Carolina, and he is a graduate of NC State University. Following graduation, he relocated to Winston-Salem, working in the sales field before moving back to the Sanford area, where he managed a grocery store for 7 years. In 1987, he made a career change going into the insurance and financial services industry. In 2000, he joined Consolidated Planning as a financial planner and is a registered investment advisor. Tommy owns and operates Rosser Financial Group, LLC, doing business as Consolidated Planning of Sanford, specializing in individual financial retirement and estate planning. He is a certified exit planner, helping business owners with business succession and business exit planning. He has earned the designation of Charter Financial Consultant, Retirement Income Certified Professional, Certified Exit Planner, and Life Underwriter Training Council Fellow. In August of 2000, Tommy joined the Sanford Rotary Club, where he served in several positions before serving as president from 2005 to 2006. Tommy received the honor of Rotarian of the Year of the Sanford Club in 2002 and 2007. He has served as Area 10 TRF representative and as Area 10 Assistant District Governor. While serving as Area 10 Assistant District Governor, Tommy was instrumental in forming the new Pittsboro Rotary Club and new Interact Club in Sanford. He was awarded the Rotary Foundation District Service Award in 2007. Tommy and Glenda were the Rotary International President's representative hosts for the 2016 District Conference. He is a Bequest Society member, sustaining member, Paul Harris Society member and benefactor. Tommy and his wife Glenda are both Paul Harris Fellows. He has also served in several nonprofit organizations. Tommy has been an active member of Broadway Baptist Church since 1984, where he has served in numerous positions, including deacon. Tommy and Glenda were married in 1980 and have lived in Broadway for the past 36 years. Glenda is a graduate of Campbell University and is financial services supervisor with the city of Sanford. Their son Justin is a police officer with the Apex Police Department and is married to Alicia, and he has 2 stepsons. Their daughter Amber is a mortgage loan officer, is married to Derek Cameron, and they have 1 son. Amber is a member of the Sanford Rotary Club, where she served as president of her club and has served in a district leadership role. Tommy enjoys spending time with his family, going to the beach, fishing, and playing golf. And I bet he doesn't have a lot of free time right now. Okay, Tommy, you're on.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, everyone. I'm just glad to be here. It's such a wonderful day. This is my 3rd day in a row of breakfast meetings. So I love breakfast meetings to be able to go there. So thank you for having me today, and thank you, Lori, for the introduction. And what a great club. I mean, everything that you do, it excites me. I love the fellowship we had before. But you know, when I'm going throughout the zone and international, when I go to places and I tell them, hey, I'm from 7690, they say their ears perk up and their eyes open up because 7690 is known throughout Rotary. And right now, I just have to take a minute and just recognize our past district governor, Mike Conrad, and I don't know if there's any other ones on the call with us today, but I want to give Mike and all the past district governors a big hand for building up such a great district that we have right now. So let's give him a hand. Thank you, Mike, for what you've done and what you continue to do. And thank you for being here. But what a wonderful club, and you're part of the family. Rotarians, we're the Gate City Club. You're part of Team 20. As I'm traveling this year, I have a companion traveling with me. Now, I do want to recognize real quickly, we have on our call, of course, your own club member, Chris Justice, who will be District Governor-elect, taking over for me next year. And then we have also on the call Debbie Scott, who's District Governor nominee. And so I just want to recognize him real quick. But I want to also recognize this person. This is my companion this year right here, okay? This is Clyde, okay? Clyde is a flamingo, okay? I carry Clyde everywhere I go, and even on the meetings we have here, because we're flamingos. Now, my district governor class, we adopted the flamingos, and we're known as the flamingo class. Why the flamingos? Well, first of all, flamingos are leaders. Second thing about flamingos is when they mate, they stay together for life. Flamingos are very family oriented. We are flamingos because we're family oriented. And here's what I want you to understand is we, and I talk about District 7690, and you're part of that, we are going to stick together and get through this virus, and we're going to get through all this, and we're going to come out shining stronger ever than before. So, but you know, even as a team, you always have somebody that always has that extra effort in there. So I asked your president, Guy, I said, I need one person to recognize today because I have this little special pen that I'm going to show you, and it's called a Rotary Hero Pen. And this pen here, I want to present somebody, and every one of you heroes, I wish I had enough for everybody, but Guy gave me one number and one name, and I know he had a hard time. But he said this individual is stylish, elegant, communication, and brings a lot of energy and smile to everything she does. She's also our district auditor. Gigi Renaud, I want to recognize you as our hero for the day in your club. Congratulations. Thank you, Gigi, for what you do, and thank you for being a Rotarian. Thank you all for that. This, you know, but I've got to recognize one other person. This person I have to recognize because in my eyes, is my hero this year. You know, we're all going through difficult times, but this individual is leading your committees and your club. So your president, Guy, I'm going to present you with a hero pen. So you can't buy these anywhere. They're specially made Rotary Hero pins. So I'm going to get these to you guys both ways if I somehow get them there to you in person. But thank you for what you do for Rotary. Now, I know I have served several positions. Several of you know I've been in several positions in Rotary, and I've enjoyed every position I ever had. I served in. I think probably the best one I've ever had, though, was when I was the area governor, and I got to install my daughter as president of my club. When you have family members in Rotary, that's very special. But, I would have never known the joy and fun of serving in Rotary if it hadn't been for a friend of mine, he's about fourth cousin. His name is Fletcher Rosser. His son, John Rosser, is in the Greensboro Club. But Fletcher and I, Fletcher was a big Wolfpacker. I mean, you couldn't even, everything was red around him. But he and I worked in the same building, office building. And one day, and one hot July day, I will not forget it, I was walking by his office and Fletcher said, what you doing for lunch? I said, I don't know. He said, well, come on, I'll buy you lunch. I said, you're going to buy? I'm going. Where are we going? He said, we're going to Rotary. And I stopped and I looked at him. I said, Fletcher, what is Rotary? I never heard of Rotary. I don't know what Rotary is. I don't know if I got to put a secret handshake to get in, get blood to get in, or whatever. I said, I don't know what Rotary is. He said, come on, you have a good time. And I went to lunch with him that day. But fellow Rotarians, I've got to tell you, when I walked in that room, that was some of the nicest and friendliest people I'd ever met in my life. I enjoyed that meeting so much, I went back the next week. And then I went back the next week. Then in August of 2000, I joined the Rotary Club of Sanford. Now, why am I telling you that? Because think about the ones, the friends, the people that you know to invite to Rotary. You just don't know that person one day might be district governor of District 7690. So let's invite them. But I have to tell you, I joined Rotary mainly for selfishness. I wanted to network. Back then we didn't have LinkedIn and all the other things that we have today. So I was, looking to network. When I walked in that room, there were 130 members in that Sanford Rotary Club. Plus they had a Jonesboro Club and a Santa Lee Breakfast Club. Altogether, it was about 185 members in Sanford. Little old town of Sanford, 185 members. But sadly, I have to tell you, we only have 2 clubs now and about half that number of members. We haven't done a good job of promoting what Rotary is. But, when I joined, first several years, when I was a Rotarian, I was a Rhino. I was a Rotarian in name only. But then a good friend of mine and a member of our club, and I know Mike remembers him, and some of you might remember, Hal Tysinger. He was the photographer, district photographer for 7690. He said, and Henry Brown was the district governor, and that was 2002. He said, I want you to go with the district conference for me. And I said, where's it at? He said, Sea Trail. I said, what is a district conference? He said, you'll have a good time. Come on. Well, Sea Trail was close to my place. I have a place at Ocean Isle. I said, sure, I'll go to do that. But when I went in that room and I was listening to Margaret Paget call the roll call, and she called everybody, and every club gave their cheer. And always remember, Pinehurst always gives the 4, which is for golf. But I felt the excitement of being part of Rotary outside the 4 walls of my meeting place. Now, you know what? We're meeting right now in the 4 walls of your own house or your own business. But it doesn't matter. Rotary goes outside where you live, the 4 walls, wherever you are. That district conference got my eyes. But then I have to tell you, my aha moment was in 2005 when Glenda and I went to International Convention in Chicago. Now, in case you don't know it, that was Rotary 100th year anniversary in Chicago. Now, there were so many people. And then we walked into the convention center. We walked into a place called the House of Friendship. Now, the House of Friendship, if you don't know what it is, it's where projects from all over the world, people bring them in, and they want you to be a part of their project or what's going on. And they're selling things to raise money for their project. But what happened in that day was we went in there and they were trading club flags and pins and cards. And I've got so many of those things. But fellow Rotarians, I'm telling you, that day there were so many people. That's when I realized why I joined Rotary, and I continue to be a Rotarian, is because it's not about me and the four walls of my meeting place in the little town of Sanford, North Carolina. Rotary reaches throughout the world. You have connections throughout the world. I'm just now helping Southern Pines Club get 2 ambulances to Mexico through connections in Rotary. So that's what we do with Rotary. Well, this year, Rotary International President Holger Knott has chosen Rotary Opens Opportunities as the theme for this year. How appropriate this year as opening opportunities, because we're opening opportunities. Now, the logo for the theme are the 3 doors behind me. You can see these 3 colored doors, and I look at these doors as opportunities of passion for each Rotarian to select which one you're passionate about. Now, fellow Rotarians, when you find your passion, you discover why you joined Rotary and why you continue to serve in Rotary. The first door I'm going to open up back here is an opportunity why I joined Rotary. It's the fellowship. I heard great fellowship amongst your members when we came in. You guys have such a great time. You know, and I've been to your club before. The game that Chris plays with you, that's fellowship. That's joining together. But the fellowship I like about what I really joined Rotary about was working together for a common cause, that we improve our communities and the world. But you know, if we want to continue doing good work in the world, we have to make membership our top priority this year. You guys, I'm preaching to the choir. I know you've done a great job at Satellite Club, but all clubs have to realize members do drop out. But along with inviting your friends to visit clubs, I've asked people to be innovative about opening new ways to get new members involved. And you started a Satellite Club. But what I'd like you to do is also help your president and help your area governor, Lori, to identify maybe some areas outside of Greensboro or close to Greensboro that we can start another Satellite Club or a new Rotary Club. In that matter of fact, the Pittsburgh Club is just now working on getting a new Satellite Club started in the Preserve, which is a retirement center. They went over there and started questioning people. They found 4 retired Rotarians living in that area. So they're starting a Satellite Club retirement area. We got one club that's starting a Satellite Club in a small town close to them in the Chamber of Commerce. They're looking for ways to go outside. But that's what we're looking for, is ideas. And the thing that I'm asking you also this year is ask yourself this question. Does my Rotary Club reflect my community? Rotary's top priority is growing and diversifying membership to reflect communities we serve in our areas. So let's improve our diversity, our equity, and inclusion in all our Rotary clubs. Another problem we got to look out for this year is retention. It's a top priority for every club. And you guys, I know you retain a lot, but some people, you lose them. You never know. And with this pandemic going on, we have a problem with people dropping out. Right now, Rotary International, since July 1, has lost over 14,000 members. The sad part is over 12,000 of those members are from the U.S. and Canada. People drop out. We can't have 10 new members coming in and 10 members leaving. So my Flamingo class has adopted a campaign this year, and I have adopted the same one for 7690, and that is simply no member left behind. Let's make sure no member, every member you have in your club is an asset to the success of your club. So let's make sure they stay involved. That person joined your club for a reason, and that person may be looking for a reason to drop out. I'm so glad your club is meeting and having such a great time. Unfortunately, I have some clubs that haven't even met since March. This is going to be a problem, trying to keep people involved. You got to keep them involved. So I've asked every committee, every club, to create a care committee. And some people are calling it something else. It doesn't matter. But what it is we've lost an art of sending out cards to members. When you get a card, it makes you feel so good when you get one. I've gotten several cards from people in the district, and those cards mean so much to me. A phone call means a lot, but that card means a lot. But look for ways to care for people. Let them know they're part of the family of Rotary and that we are family and we're going to stick together through this the whole time. So let's be creative about the way to get people involved and let them know we care about them. Get innovative about the ideas for new meetings. I mean, you know, Zoom, yes, Zoom is here. Zoom is going to stay because when you go back to meeting, you're going to want to be a hybrid club. And hybrid, a lot of them are doing it now, and they're doing very successful with it. You're gaining members because of Zoom. You need to keep them because of that. But the second reason that I joined Rotary, and the second door I'm going to open behind here, is the opportunity, is the good that we do in communities and in the world. Rotary does good in our communities and in the world. Now, for years, we've been doing the Rush program, which has been a great project. We've been doing it. Back in December, I decided I wanted to do something different. And what we're going to do this year, I'm asking, we're going to give you the same money we did with Rush, but we're asking you, each club will get $400 if you put $100 in. Do we want to do something to support the first responders? That's what it is. How many first responders do we have on the call today? I can't see everybody, but thank you so much for what you do. First responders, whether they're medical doctors, EMT, or whatever, they're putting their lives on the line out here. And this is the idea that we want to recognize the first responders in our community. You can recognize whichever one you want. But thank you for what you do for the community of first responders. The second thing is polio. Very passionate about polio. It's a top priority for my goal this year. And under the leadership of immediate past district governor Randy Perkins, he's going to be heading up a new campaign this year, and it's called the Polio Plus Promise. Now, what it is just a paper, it's a district form asking you that if you're capable and able and financially able to give $100 a year until polio is eradicated. That's what I'm asking. Think about it. 2,500 members in our district give $100 a year. That's $250,000. Bill and Melinda Gates puts another $500,000 with it. $750,000 going to polio. So polio, we have to do it. We're down to 2 countries. You probably already know Africa and Nigeria have already been declared polio free. But Afghanistan and Pakistan are going to be our hardest countries we've ever done. And we've got to get it done in that. In fact, that's one of the reasons we're having our golf tournament next week. I am so proud that I don't know if you have a team or not, but we have 24 teams, and I think it's going to be 25, which is the limit that we have. It's 25. We got a big show next Thursday. It's going to be a great weather, but you can still be a sponsor. Sponsors, all the money we raise from that go to polio. You can see Patrick Eats about that. But you can get details also on the front page of the district website. But I'm asking that because we have got to eradicate polio. Fellow Rotarians, we cannot let our children, our grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren down. We must eradicate polio now. We can't wait on it. So the last door I'm going to open up back here of why I joined Rotary, and I think it's the best part about Rotary, and we cannot overlook, is our foundation. Our foundation is the best in the world. Now, Charity Navigator's rated as 4-star for many years, the highest rating you can get. The way I look at this is, where else can you give your money that after 3 years, 50% of that money comes back to our district to do good in our district? What great thing. In the financial world, we call that the velocity of money. How to make money work more than one way. And you're doing that when you give to the foundation. But also through the Rotary Foundation, you can leave a legacy to help Rotary continue to do good around the world for many years to come. If you have appreciated stocks or if you have IRAs, anything like that you want to pay taxes on, I get Carl Davis come talk to you, and guess what? You can give to Rotary. But what you're giving to, I look at it this way. When I'm giving money, and then when I die, my bequest society, my money gives to the foundation, I'm giving to my great-great-great-grandchildren because that money will be around for them to do good in the world through Rotary. That's the beauty of the foundation. I'm also asking to everybody to please be a member of the Paul Harris Society. Paul Harris Society, if you don't know what it is, it's $1,000 a year you're pledging to give it. Now, when you write a $1,000 check, my hand shakes. All right, but I'm a lot better for giving $85 a month. So take $85 out of my account every month. I'm also asking every club to participate in Global Grant this year. Why Global Grant? A Global Grant, people really get to see where their money's going. Right now, we have in Southern Pines Club, Dr. Mark Bernard is getting a project going to go to India. What he does, he takes a team of doctors and they go in and go in countries where maybe a child's been affected by polio and the child may be walking forward, but their feet are turned backwards. And they do surgery that the feet go forward. It's amazing. But when you see that smiling face of that child, you know why you gave to the foundation. You know why you give to Global Grants and why you want to be a part. You don't have to know how to write it. You don't have to know how to do anything with it. I got a committee. We have a menu with like water, education, medical, whatever you might want to go into. But also continue supporting our district grants. We make a difference in the community. Even in the pandemic we're going through right now, we make a difference. So the questions I've got for you today, these are the 3 reasons why I joined Rotary. And you know, when you find that passion that you want, you figure out why you joined Rotary. Which door of opportunity does your passion want to open and go through? That's the first question. The second is, do you know why you're a member of Rotary? If somebody stops you on the street and asks you why you're a member of Rotary, why do you tell them? Is it because you go to food each week? Guess what? We're not doing that now. Why are you a Rotarian? And the thing about it too is, my hair shows that I'm getting old, but I'm tell you what, a lot of us, we can't remember the last 20 years of our life. And the reason I'm telling you this, June 30th, 2021 will be here before you know it. And you know what? You and I will be sitting back, scratching our head and say, what did we accomplish this year? Don't let that time slide by. Don't let the virus slow you down. Keep going as a Rotarian. The next question, last question I'm going to ask you, will your club reflect the community you serve in? Fellow Rotarians, this is a difficult time we're in right now. But we are Rotarians, and we've been through difficult times before. You don't believe me? Go back and look at the history books in the 40s and 50s. They had a virus. It was called the polio virus, and it shut down cities, towns, businesses, and all. But our Rotarians came through it stronger and better than ever. They didn't have technology like we do to meet with Zoom, but they came through it stronger. We know that these times will pass. And you and I can't control what's happening in the world today, but we can control our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions to what's happening today. The virus cannot win. The virus has forced us into a new Rotary, and it's a new high technology Rotary. We must seize this opportunity to build a stronger and more diverse and inclusive Rotary Club of Gate City and District 7690. For our district to come out of this stronger, each one of us must choose that door of opportunity you have a passion for and work together in making a difference in the world, in our communities, and in ourselves. These are historical times, fellow Rotarians. You don't believe me? 20 years from now, your great-great-great-grandchildren will be looking at pictures of you wearing a mask and say, why were they wearing a mask? These are historical times. But working together, we will achieve positive history and change it, make it positive by achieving our goals this year. So I'm asking you, Team 2020, let's open the opportunities in our community and let's achieve our goals this year. And I promise you, when I see you at District Conference, April 16th through the 18th at the Grove Park Inn in Asheville, North Carolina, we'll have one big celebration about what a great year we had. Thank you so much for what you do for Rotary. Thank you for being part of Rotary. Thank you for being part of the Gate City Club. Thank you, Gate City Club, for being such a great club and a model club. Thank you for what you do. And I bless everyone. I hope you have a great year. And understand the district is here to help you any way that we can. That's what we're here for. So thank you so much for having me today, Guy.
Thank you, Tommy. Great job. And I'm facing a tough time leading our club through this. You're facing a much harder time leading the whole district through it, and you're doing a great job. Thank you for the communication and the passion and the inspiration. So
Thank
we're
you,
going to
guys.
go ahead.
It's clubs like you, like yours, and you that are making it easier for me because I'm having to deal with some that are not so good. So that's good. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn our meeting, and everyone who wants to participate in the board meeting, especially the board members, we're going to stay on this call. So everybody have a great week. And one of the main topics before y'all sign out is we're going to be talking about a way to meet in person in October. So congratulations on getting through the Zoom meetings, because we have live meetings coming in the future.